And we're recording. So today we're looking at the campus DLC, which got released just over 12, maybe 18 hours ago. And we're just looking at, in terms of our city, where we're going to put it. I had a little bit of a think about it, little being 2 minutes. And I'm actually thinking I'm going to rip all of this out and turn this into our campus along the riverside. I'm not sure if it's going to be enough space yet though. Oh well, we'll find out. I mean, it's got a direct highway link. We can throw some buses into the rest of the city. You know, like, we'll figure it out. Alright. This is my favorite part about this game. Demolishing stuff. Specialist services, because everyone loves demolishing services. Get rid of it all. No, don't rebuild. You will not rebuild. You don't have the technology. I mean, there is an easier way to do this than the way that I'm doing it. And because I have the move it mod on, I can just do something like this. You just select it all if it was on like a proper square. No, you know, select whatever you want to get rid of and delete. That one, bulldoze. But this is a little bit more fun. Alright, now we're just unzone the whole thing. Make sure that they don't rebuild on it. Alright. Get rid of that. Wait, that hasn't cut off power anywhere. No, except for to here, so we might have to fix that. Yeah, we might have to fix that. That come down to there. And there. And go across the road. There you go, you're fixed. Have power. Ta-da. Done. That's that problem fixed. Alright. So, really, so the way that the DLC works, like with the industry stuff, is that you have a main building. So with the new campus DLC, you have 3 different types of schools, campuses that you can put in. There's the trade school campus, there is the liberal arts campus, and the university campus. Now each has its own specialty. For example, the university has law, which, you know, each of these campuses actually affect the rest of your city in terms of the amount of upkeep that you pay for things, you know, the effectiveness of different things and whatnot. So it's actually in your benefit, not just financially, to put these things in. To help the rest of your city, and obviously you require certain levels for the campus to unlock the buildings. The university reputation is what that's called, and the way that you actually unlock things is via your attractiveness, the number of students you have going to the campus, and the academic research. Now we'll go through it, but you can bump up the academic research and whatnot via monies. But yeah, so I think for this one we're going to go with the university campus. Are we? Reduces city pollution and electricity consumption. Increases ambulance count and patient capacity, And crime rate and police department upkeep is reduced throughout the city. I don't know. So that's the benefits of the university. The benefits of the liberal arts is through innovative budget planning, tax management, students from School of Economics, I think it's supposed to be the School of Economics, help the local office zones increase revenue without upsetting the city's populace. Faculty increases campus attractiveness, can't speak tonight, attractiveness, and requires a liberal arts campus, so that would actually probably be, from the sounds of it, getting more revenue from office zoning. What's this one? So this is the School of Environmental Studies. Faculty encourages students to enlighten the masses about the negative effects of consumer culture on nature, reducing garbage across the city. Less garbage. School of Education. Faculty provides all schools with an influx of substitute and student teachers, which allows classrooms to have higher student capacity and helps educate them more efficiently. So it helps you with your education, and I'd say based on that, it would give you a wider, a higher capacity, which is exactly what it said. And then your trade school ones, is increased patrol car count, jails capacity, and police department efficiency, increased income from all commercial zones, and increase all generic zoned industry income while reducing city water consumption and sewage outlet. It's not bad. Like, you've got two that are going to increase your income, which you can then use to create another campus, because these are not cheap, right? Like, we've got 23 million in the bank, so we don't have a problem with it. But each of these buildings are, you start off with this administration building, that's 30, and then each dormitory only holds 300 students. So, if you're looking at trying to match a standard university, a normal university has a 4,500 student capacity. So you're talking about, over 10 of those buildings, which is, there's 100,000 just in the dormitories versus 75,000 for the generic university. Mind you, you do get money back on this and everything, right? So it's an investment. All right. So, like with industries, it is the same. You need to zone first. So we're going to zone down this zone. Mark out the campus area with this tool, which I may have gotten it right when I said zone, but what is it? Paint the campus area. So we paint the campus area, and then we go to whichever school we want, which I think we're just going to do. We might do the university. We'll do the university, right? So then you've got to put down your administration building. So this is actually quite a large building when you look at it. So that is just your first building. It is like the buildings in the Industries DLC, the main building. Oh, look at that. We reached level 5 for our oil. It's like your main building in Industries, right? So what we need to do is essentially create a one-way system into the main building, because the rest of the city, the rest of the buildings can actually be done off paths. So you don't actually have to have a road to every building. You can. Some of them have parking on it, so it can be a bit weird if you don't have if you don't have the road, what am I saying? If you don't have the building connected to a road, it can be a bit weird, but like it's up to you whichever way you want to do it. So that's 10, so we do a 5 by 5 to get a nice curve there, and then a 5, not 4, 5 by 5 again to get a nice rounded shape there. Right, that will give us enough room to put our main building. That's just one building, and we've used up a lot of the room that we'd already designated. So that's gonna be fun. Alright, let's try and smooth out that bank behind it so it's not as jagged, because that is quite hideous at the moment. Let's see what that does to the river. Please don't flood. Please don't flood. Good. Don't flood. Might move this guy down a little bit. Can we? No, wait. Need to move it tall. Down a bit. Sink him into the ground a bit. I mean, it doesn't look any different really. Still looks like a bloody court building. But anyway, so then what we can do is we could have some pathways coming off this way and some schooling stuff over this way. So what I was thinking is having maybe one of these roads coming straight out here all the way to there, and just have that road, because I do want to put some roads on some buildings on roads. But the other thing that I was thinking was we'll put some pathways from here out this way and back down, and then along here and back over to the main entrance here, and just come on there, and then connect these up, something like that. And then what we can do is through here, whoops, that didn't like snapping to it, interesting. We can put the dormitories. Oh, is that going to be long enough for 2? So put one there. No, it's not. We'll get rid of that. So if we do it against there, we can then just grab this, go down like that, connect this back up, get rid of that, put it on the side that I want it to be facing, and then we can do the similar sort of thing. It's not transport that I want, like that. So there's 4 buildings for our students to live in. Now, if I'm correct, I don't think we actually have any university capability. Oh yeah, we do. Wait, when did I put that? Oh, that's right. I made like a little random, very, very tiny campus kind of thing over here. Alright, well, when we're done over here, we're going to delete that, because we want everyone to be coming to our campus. Alright, so we're doing university. Alright, so the next building along is a university study hall, which again is a relatively big building, but we're just going to plop it down there. Put another building of the same size. So the study hall is where they go to study, increases campus attractiveness, and it has a student capacity as well. So it increases our student capacity, every one of these buildings do, except for this one. So this is just to make sure that the campus is clean, and it increases the land value of the campus area. So we're going to put that right there near all the dormitories where it's needed. It's a futsal club for people who want to play futsal. Again, increases campus attractiveness. So we are going to put that on. Oh, yeah, awesome. We can place it right there. So that is all the buildings that we have access to at the moment. So what we're going to do is let it run a bit. We're going to give these guys some power. Let it run a bit, and some power, some water. Let it run a bit, and then come back to see how the school year went. Because I mentioned before that it's you get school grants, right? Not grants, sorry. You get academic works, right? So in order to progress to the next reputation level, which is essentially the same thing as an industry level or whatever, in order to progress, you actually need to have 2 academic works at the moment, right? So this is over the lifetime of the campus, right? So we have 500 students. We've actually got over 1,000, and that's increasing. We have over 200 campus attractiveness, so that's all good, and we're making money off them, which is even better. But the only way you get academic works is through having academic staff, which you can put them all the way up, and it's going to cost you $20,000 per week, I think. Or you can put it to a small amount and give a research grant. So if you put on more academic staff, it increases the likelihood that a academic work will be created. So you can see the breakdown of the work, the percentage of increase through there, or whatever you want to call it. Museums increase it as well. So museums are another thing. But you need to reach prestigious in each of the categories. So the one that we're going after at the moment is the Science Centre. So you need to be prestigious in a university. Doesn't matter how many universities you have. If one of them is prestigious, you unlock it. It is a unique building, so you can only place it once. But each what does it say? Each additional academic work increases the city attractiveness of this building, right? So wherever you want to put it, it provides entertainment for that area. So same with this one. Yeah, they all do the same thing, but it's just a matter of they also increase your likelihood of an academic work being completed. If I move City Vitals out of the way, you can see a campus has a chance to create 1 academic work per 500 students each academic year, up to a maximum of 4 academic works per academic year. It's a lot of academic in that sentence. An additional academic work can be funded through a research grant. So if we fund one through a research grant, which we're going to do, we can have up to 5 being made per academic year. Now, to see how far through the academic year you are, you can just hover over this little bar. It says it ends in 7 days. That is because I have the real-time mod on, which gives me a time of day and gives me, what do you call it? Like peak hour, rush hour. That's it. Gives you a rush hour time and that kind of thing. So we've got 7 days of that time until the end of the academic year. At the end of the academic year, that's when we find out whether they made academic works. Right, so we're gonna give a research grant. So this, does it give me any information? No, it does not. It just says a dissertation, discovery, or scientific study. Let's do a discovery. What are they going to discover? Now, I only actually played this for probably about half an hour this afternoon just to get a bit of a feel for it. So I didn't even get to level 5, so alright, so it also has different policies that are introduced in the DLC. There's student healthcare, which increases student health, so it's just increasing your attractiveness to students. Free lunch, again, increasing your attractiveness to students. So I want to give me a tool tip. Yeah, increases student happiness. Visiting scholars increases faculty bonus. So if we put that on and then go back to academic works and have a look, no, that doesn't affect it. Interesting. And then universal education, which increases the attractiveness, increases the happiness, but you don't get any income. Now, when you look at how much we're paying, $7,000 in just the campus costs, in the expenses for the campus. That can be quite expensive. So yeah, you can also do varsity sports, which is, if you have a look here, you've got your aquatic center, you've got a basketball arena, you have track and field, baseball, and American football, or NFL, that one. Like, I think they call it college football or something. Yep, something like that. And when you select these buildings, you can see they are massive. So, like, you wouldn't be able to put it there because it's on water. So, I don't think I'm going to be able to find a spot. This is one of the ones that has to be put on a road, by the way. But I'm not going to be able to find a spot in this little area that we've designated as our little campus area. I'm not going to be able to find a spot for that. So we might have to go with some other sport like aquatics or something, which is a smaller stadium. But I want to actually focus on the education buildings, and then depending how it goes, I might just knock down the suburb and go over there. Ah, awesome. So our lake park, which is our amusement park, has leveled up to level 3. Awesome. It looks very barren. But we're making money off it, so that's good. We're just waiting on more visitors as well. So, with that being said, that is that. So, I might actually turn this section. This section had originally been designated for commercial. But I might put some residential in there, given that we have such a high demand. Alright, let's see whether they'll move in. Yep, there we go. So that's that sorted. There's a bit of free space over here. Just wonder what I can do in there. Can we throw a park or something in? Yeah, too small. That'll work. Let's put it down this end towards where the residential is. You put one in here. Awesome. Yeah. Let's just make this all parks. Different kind of parks and everything as well. Don't want them on the main road though. Like that, and we'll put a bouncy castle in somewhere. Might put one down here. Don't want to put a bouncy castle down here. Want to put just some kind of random park. Really? It's because of the highway. We could put one on the corner here though. What unique buildings have we got? We can put a sports arena in. It's kind of ironic. London Eye. Yeah, it's not really a location for it. What's this going to give me? Statue of Wealth. Might try and squeeze that in around here somewhere. I'm only thinking of putting something like this in because of the happiness factor that it gives. Oh, I saw green. Where was green? Oh, there. It doesn't really give enough though. That'll do. I know we're trying to fill people and fill residencies, but that'll do. That. Because that runs all the way out to our thing. Cool. Let's just make sure that all of this is zoned so that they will build in it. Autosave. Alright, cool. Yep, cool. And traffic coming into our city is a nightmare again. Is that a stop sign? Are you serious? You have a traffic light there. Where are we? Off. Just go through. Alright. Traffic manager. That can give way. Done. Fix part of the problem. Where are you guys coming off on? Why are you going that way? You're trying to get in there. Yeah, you are. You're going onto a two-way. Yeah. Don't like traffic lights at all. Just cross over, don't hit each other. There's no car crashes in this game, it's fine. That is actually something that I would love to see in a game like this, is realistic car crashes. Where if they're crossing over like that and they hit each other, it actually causes traffic chaos if you don't have multiple ways to get somewhere. Alright, we're at 68,000 people. What's our next target? 75. And that gives us everything. Cool. No water. My bad. You don't need a drink, do you? Like, what? Why would you need water? Why would you need a tap water? Why not just go buy it? Come on. Don't be stingy. Support the local economy. Lockdown. big ass police centre for our area. Alright, how's our campus going? Info. We are bugger all through the year. But we do have people on campus that have parked their cars at the buildings and we're all good. Cool. Now they look like they're at a different level to the park. To the path. So let's just move that up. This one, align height with that node. Oh, it is. Align height with that node. Alright, what about with that node? Interesting. That with that. Why did that not? Yeah, there we go. It updated it. If we move that down a bit. Just trying to get these creases out of the terrain. Because they can be quite ugly to look at. Cool. Awesome. Alright, so that's that in. Like, I don't think there's much more that we can do about that. The other part, one of the other parts from the college campus, that's it. The campus DLC is not-for-profit education as a policy. It's a services policy. It raises the upkeep but reduces the citizens' happiness. So they're required, it halves the upkeep because it's for-profit, not for-profit. For-profit education, and reduces the citizens' happiness. So obviously having to pay tuition fees to attend elementary school and high school, they're not going to be happy about it. And then book fair, so you can have public libraries around the place now, and essentially this just doubles the upkeep of them, and increases their happiness and entertainment value of them. There's nothing in taxation. We will turn these two on because they are normally money makers. And Industry 4.0. The new technologies alter the nature of the industrial workforce. So this is for zoned industries. All industrial workplaces are for well and highly educated citizens. Increased production. God, I really can't talk today. Increased production output by 50%, reduces workplaces by 30%, zoned industries. So that would decrease the amount of zoned industries that you can have. All right. Or that is required, sorry. So now that we have that campus up and running and it's doing relatively well, we're getting rid of that. That means that the only, let's go here, there. Means that the only campus that we have should be the one over here. That is right. Yes, capacity 6,500, right? 1650, sorry. And capacity 1650. Yep, cool. All right. That makes me relatively happy. So we need to put something in here. Now I was just looking at this quickly, and City Vitals says that we are down on our education. We have a higher request for it and a higher high school request as well. So we can pretty much double our high schools. So What I want to do is put in another high school, but where is this public library? Where are you? Let's find it, because I want to see what it's like. It's not a transport, it's an education thing. That is not a public library, that's a facility. I'm not sure that's faculty. Not sure that that's actually part of DLCs. Pretty sure that's an asset that I've downloaded. Where are you, public library? Let's just search for it. Public library. Cool, there it is. So all we're gonna do is put it in here. Because, well, why not? Like, we have the university now, so why shouldn't we just put that in there? Replace the university with library. Cool. Alright, so we've still got people coming in. Or is that traffic going into this area here? Oof. Traffic's a little bit worse for wear. Maybe we do. If we upgrade this road and then make it an output. Make sure that there's no traffic lights on these things, so that all the traffic just flows in and out. Where is a lot of it going? In here. It's all... My God. Let's see. I might have to do another outlane there. Upgrade. I didn't do the whole thing, did it? Yep, cool. And then just turn the traffic lights off. That seems to have helped a little bit. A little bit, not a lot. Maybe we make this part one way in with a connection there. Or maybe this one's a one way in. So this seems to back up coming out, right? Where are you going? Oh, look at that. Our theme park has reached level 4. We'll have to revisit that soon to figure out what we're going to do with it. Where are you going? You want to go right. Why are you not going right? Because people are crossing in front of you. Right. Well. Here. You can't cross there. Or there. Or there. Go to a different intersection. These guys are also being told to give way, which means they're giving way to these guys as well. Maybe the traffic light was good there. Let's do traffic light. At least then they get a dedicated time to going. And go. No? Go. Go. Go? No. This... Oh. Oh, and now everyone's trying to turn this way. And that's getting backed up because of here. Alright, we're doing lane management. This is not what I wanted to be doing today, but I'm going to have to. Alright, you go that way. You... Either of those lanes. You go that way. You, either of those lanes. You, either of those, and either of those. You must turn that way. You can go into either of those. You must turn, and you can go into either of those. Alright, that should fix that intersection, because I think that was the main problem, right? Or at least that intersection was. It's all a goods and services issue. Alright. And now I'm going to go and kill more parking because I miss bits. No parking, no parking. What I am going to do is I'm going to put some little parks in. Is it in here? No, it'll be in here. This one. I think this one. Yeah. 1, 2, 3 there. 1, 2 there. This also increases happiness because technically it's a park. So just going to surround this area with car parks. One, two. On that side. That'll do. Look at that. Everyone's now somehow parking there. Waiting to see more of them driving across here. Yeah, there goes another one. Alright then. Have fun with that. There's so many people walking around here. It's great. Few people parking in the car parks up here, few down here, but majority of them are parking on these ones, so I'm okay with it. We don't need power poles through here anymore. It's probably going to prove me wrong in a second when all loses power. No? No? Cool. Good. Alright. So we've got that. I'm just going to throw in a high school here just to cover these people, and one there and there, and then we'll go back to have a look at how our campus is doing. Need to look at where we're going to build another campus as well. Alright, our university is making us money. It's got a fair way to go because we haven't even gone through one day yet. Let's bump it up to 9 times. See whether I can get it cranking. And again, we have a very high demand for residential. So we may have to start going into this area now. But that's going to do it for this episode, and we'll see you in the next one.